Welcome to Ascending Soul's Journey. This is Lori Ann, your intuitive guidance counselor, psychic medium here. And I'm going to give you the energies of the twin flames right now. What's going on, the channeled messages that I'm hearing for you guys. So this week, what I've been hearing over the last couple days is a lot of crying, a lot of regret, a lot of remorse. And it appears that somebody gave an offer and the other person walked away, didn't take action. I don't see that they even did anything in my visions that I'm getting. But we're going to take a look at the energy. Actually, what I'm going to do before I pull, because it's the divine masculine that's crying. Now, that can be, for some of you, the divine masculine may be your partner. For others of you, that's the yin and yang inside of you, where your divine masculine inner energy may be out of balance right now. But let's take a look, because this is actually coming from, this particular message is coming from the divine masculine themselves, man or woman, doesn't matter. So, deception. There was some deception on their part, is what I'm hearing. They may not have been open and honest with you as far as how they see you, how they feel about you. Again, this was an offer extended, and I'm seeing the divine feminine saying, hey, let's get together. Do you want to meet up because you live at a distance? There was deception there. They weren't open, they weren't honest, they didn't tell you everything. They may have been wearing a mask. For some of them, they may have had another life that you did not know about. But for another group, and I think it's this group, keep an open mind. Whatever they didn't tell you, your soulmate, your twin flame, you guys have a lot of differences. And that's absolutely appropriate for twin flames, because they're completely opposite energies, light and dark, positive and negative. And inside of you, you're trying to balance out your positive and negative as you go through this journey. That's what your twin flame triggered you to do, right? You equally did it to them. There was some deception. They weren't open. They weren't honest. Now, keep an open mind means be very open to whatever is coming your way. And this is for the feminine, okay? 5 of Cups, this is them feeling the regret, the remorse, the loss. They didn't take action with you. And as a result, it's really weighing a lot on their emotions. Like, they literally are crying. And the universe is saying, yeah, see, they are in the state of the hangman, where they are not taking any action. They aren't doing anything. They're really reflecting. And what they're showing me is they are going back. And for some of you, this is 3, 4, maybe even 5 years, where they're going back to the beginning of the relationship when the two of you met, where they were at in their life. Some of them may have come out of a divorce. It looks like there was another person they weren't healed over, but boy, did they feel that connection with you. And they're actually in this state of reflection and analyzing in order to make a choice. The 2 of Wands is moving forward. That's taking action, putting the past in the past, but they can't yet because they are reflecting on it. What they're showing me is they're looking at everything between the 2 of you. They're remembering the good times, the bad times, the 3 of Cups. Okay. Now, for some of you, there wasn't a physical person in their life, but they hadn't healed over the past, right? Of a relationship that they got out of. For another group of you, what they're showing me is there was somebody they were with, and you didn't know. They were trying to rebuild it with them while they were involved with you, which is unfortunately part of the process, because your divine masculine, the one who is emotionally shut down, was looking for something from that person, whether it's from a narcissistic point of view where they wanted this because they looked pretty next to their arm, whatever it may be, or from a true place of there was a lot of love with this person, and there's equally a lot of love with you. They literally did not know what to do. And that's why they didn't answer you. That's why they didn't communicate with you. And now they're feeling that regret. Instead of coming clean and actually telling you what was going on in their world, in their mind, and their thoughts, they didn't say anything. And now they're crying. And I mean, this is a lot of crying. And it has everything to do with them not taking action. The Four of Cups, being bored, being complacent, not doing anything. And that coincides with the Hangman, right? Being bored. Now, they recognize you. If you can see, one of the cups is a little taller than the others, so they do see that you stand out from the crowd. You yourself are very dynamic in their thinking. Let me pull some additional messages on this. You're just like, they see you as this dynamic individual. They don't feel worthy of you. They don't feel deserving of you because they didn't share with you what you don't know. So you're looking at it as, hey, I love you. We've got this great connection. You're not with anybody. What's the problem, right? Because they weren't telling you everything. So let's take a look at the additional messages on the masculine side, and then we'll look at the divine feminine. So this is the Five of Swords. The two of you could have been at odds. I'm seeing that you were not on the same page because they didn't open up. They didn't tell you the truth. They didn't share with you what was going on in their life. And they may have been very much waiting for you to contact them. I know. Crazy. You extended an offer to them. They ran away. They didn't answer you. They gave you some something response that meant absolutely nothing. It wasn't a direct answer. And they've been waiting for you to contact them again because you got into this, it looks like a tit for tat, a verbal back and forth between the two of you where nothing was accomplished and you ended it. I'm seeing the divine feminine said, that's it, I'm moving forward. I'm not doing this anymore. And that's good because that's what we're supposed to do. Well, what happened when you did that? Because it was out of balance, right? They were putting more energy and effort into other areas of their life, whether it's a person, a job, a career, they're fixing themselves. Some of them, it was all about healing. It really pushed them to the point where they need to do their inner work. That conversation was about 8 to 12 months ago. So it's been about a year since you've spoken with them, right around a year, give or take a little bit, really forcing them. You see, the back is to us. They didn't want to open up. They didn't want to share. So they threw their back towards you, expecting you to just stay there while they're figuring it out. Well, you literally, by walking away, you force them indirectly to reflect on what took place in the past. So that's really good. That's what you were meant to do. So again, this has been a while. This has been playing out. There has been no communication because the way it ended wasn't very good, wasn't very positive at all. And again, it looked like fighting, but with words, they ran away. So it looks like you started to have a conversation about it. You're putting out these words and they were gone. As they reflect, they see you as their Nine of Cups, and they really do. Now, yeah, some of them could be drinking. They could have turned to that, absolutely, because a lot of us do in our lives turn to that type of chemicals or anything to help us when we don't want to look, when we don't want to face what's going on in our life, when we're too stressed out. And because we have the Six of Pentacles, they could have been really stressed out. But this is feeling like you are the one that's meant for them. And they want this new beginning. Now, I see the Ace of Wands as a very spiritual card. So this is absolutely confirming the two of you have this incredible, amazing connection. A lot of crying. just like a state of depression because they didn't open up. So they're in the process of healing, of actually trying to decide, do I come forward or do I not? And they're still a little bit in the daydreamy state of where they're at, but they are going to reach out. Now, you see the person in the background. This was the other person that I was talking about. They're no longer involved with them. And if you can see their backs are, nope, they're done. They are done. This is not going to come back around again. And that's why they're trying to figure it out. And some people could say, well, they thought the grass was greener on the other side, and that could be very well true. But when we're with somebody for a long time, and you guys probably weren't with your twin flame too long before you recognize, I love this person. It may have been instantly, it may have kind of crept up on you as well. But let me pick these up because I'm going to look at your energy too. But as we move forward, then we really do recognize what's going on. So we kind of get blinded as we, I didn't know where to put my cards. We kind of get blinded as we move forward in our lives, right? And then we need to stop, take a step back. We need to be in a place of complacency where we are in the hangman state, reflecting, looking at the situation between the two of you from a very, very different angle. Because the deception card is here, they didn't tell you everything. And some of you, I think it was more they just didn't tell you how they felt about you, how they saw you. I think they told you the complete opposite. But let's see what's going on with your energy. Because I'm feeling like you're like, no, I don't want to do this. You're throwing yourself into your work. You're really looking at your life like, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on my life. Focus on my healing. Focus on my finances. Focus on my family, my friends, my career, my education, everything. You're going forward. You're actually transforming your life. The death card, the ending, probably kicked you into a really high gear as to making sure that your world is safe. You recognize that the Knight of Wands, the Knight in shining armor, actually comes from within. It comes from within us, and that's what builds the confidence, okay? So the Queen of Wands, you're really feeling like, I can do anything. You're getting yourself out there, you're feeling passionate about life, and it's been enough time where you're coming out of that and really taking action and moving forward, which is good. That is exactly what we're supposed to do. You know, the Knight of Wands can be that player mentality, and you could be looking at them with that, but Knights are about action. And some of you are waiting for your partner to come back. And we do have the King of Pentacles. So you will be hearing from them. Some of you will be hearing from them toward the latter part of June because they're trying to figure out. They're still in that period of mourning, of recognizing that they screwed something up and they're trying to figure out how to fix it. Oh, they do love you, but they didn't tell you, and that's the big thing. That's what made you say, I'm not doing this. If you don't have any feelings, if you don't even feel a spiritual connection, why should I, right? Good. And yep, see? You're independent, you're strong. That's why I'm saying you've been putting all of your energy and effort into you, into your life, into your finances, building a world that makes you feel absolutely in control of things that are going on. Not controlling, but in control. Creating, manifesting, really bringing it down. Some of you may have actually opened up your own business or become a consultant. You travel quite a bit. You may actually be bumping into them out of the blue, and it's going to create an inner conflict. I'm seeing like an airport. It looks like an airport lounge in an airport. It's definitely an airport. So you may actually bump into them. You could be thinking that they have other people, that there's competition, so why bother, right? If they don't answer you, why bother? All of that, again, was leading them to really reflect on their own emotions, putting them into this Two of Pentacles mode. Do I reach out? Do I not? I feel so bad. I need to explain. I'm in pain. I'm depressed. I'm crying. I need to get past this to explain to you. So the universe is saying it's time for you to just keep focusing on you, keep moving forward, because as you do, you're going to be able to make choices. Now, what I'm hearing for this group of you, you have a new person that you have recently met. Very well could be one of these two individual people. This new person coming into your life is a very grounded individual. They may have gone through their own, if it wasn't an actual spiritual awakening, it was massive life changes. It's very, almost identical in the process that we go through to make these life changes. So they're in a really good place. They've eliminated all the other people in their life. And I see the two of you getting along really well. I do believe you're going to bump into this person while you are out and about. In a social setting, it looks like a social setting. Maybe a company picnic, because I see dollar signs around it, which would mean that it's work related, money related. Yeah, you have a lot of options in front of you, and you see it. You know you do. Good. You keep going. You keep going, because if you are listening to what I'm saying, when you ended it 8-12 months ago, right around a year, when you stopped that communication because you recognize there's no growth here. This is like an instant replay of what I've been doing over and over in the past. You walking away made them go, wait, I thought they were going to be there. Anytime I call, boom, they're right there, because that's what I see you did. If they contacted you, you immediately would respond, where it could take them days, weeks to respond to a message that you sent them. And yes, it was intentional for most, I'm hearing the word most of you, because that was their way of not letting you know that they actually care. They have deep issues with relationships. You're moving forward exactly the way you're supposed to. 6 of Swords, letting go of that 5 of Swords energy that you had with your twin flame and moving forward. Some of you are physically going to travel. Remember, I said I saw travel, and I do see you traveling. Some of you are traveling to, it looks like, I'm going to say the Bahamas, actually. It's very beautiful beaches. It's white sand, but I get the feeling it's the Bahamas. But you'll know if that's yours. It doesn't matter where you're going. You're going somewhere. Some of you, that could be work, but this is really about letting go of the negative aspects and starting new. So you meeting this new person, the universe is saying it was meant to be this way, because you needed to heal you and rise up, fixing your own internal yin and yang and getting on the same frequency within yourself, no longer in split mind. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? You're aligned. You know what direction you're going, and you're going that direction. Now, it could be a little bit slow in moving, okay, but it's going to be very, very worth it. This is methodically planning out your life. Now, what I'm hearing about your twin flame, not the new person, for some of you, you've met somebody new. They are going to come back around, and it's taken a really, really long time. But the universe is saying it's going to be okay. You're going to know what to do when they come in. And I do see at least 90% of you are going to listen to them. Doesn't mean you want them back. It doesn't mean you're going to, anything. You're going to listen to what happened because you never got closure. You were able to get your own closure, which is very good, and we can move forward. But there's a little piece of you, because of this beautiful connection, you do want to hear what they have to say. You've already forgiven them. You've forgiven them, you've moved forward, you've healed you, you're moving forward. So that's beautiful energy. Now let's see what the advice is. Also, for those of you, this is Twin Flames. This is Empowerment Retreat is coming. We've got a week left. I do have a few tickets left if you're interested. But this is Twin Flames coming together. This is you all uniting together. Empowerment. And that's what you did a year ago. You were empowered, even if you fell apart for the next 4 or 5 months, letting everything go. Some of you may have just said, I'm done. And that's okay too. The universe is saying, divine is saying, be honest when they return. Honesty, as we know, is so very important. Honesty. I can't expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So be very honest. Whatever it was that you wanted to share with them a year or so ago, that you may not have been able to because the communication was kind of cut off, where you just said, F it, I'm moving forward. It was important for you to share those words. The words that you shared really hit them deep. And I think it was more you saying, I'm not going to wait. I'm moving forward. I'm going to go get the love of my life. I thought it was you, but I was wrong. I'm going to go get the love of my life. And that's okay. Because that's exactly what's coming in for you guys in the month of June. Some of you, it's going to roll into July. They show me JU, which can be June or July. So it's coming over the next few weeks. It may be coming right around the moon that's coming in on the 17th. Some of you are going to actually hear from them 17th or 18th next week. And the rest is going to it depends on what group you're in, but they're coming over the next several weeks. Stay empowered. Do not be tricked. Do not go backwards. Those of you who need help, who you want to rejoice with other twins, just like we are, click the link below and I will meet you at the Empowerment Retreat. Have a wonderful day. Much love.